La 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 la.
No,
La
you
la
you
la la
turned it
la la
you turned it
la.
into like Crocodile Rock by Elton John. It's not Crocodile Rock. I don't know why you hit him with that second
What do
la
you
la la la
mean?
la in the stanza,
Because you have
bro.
to resolve. You have to resolve. What are you
Da
talking
da
about?
da 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 da. What's up, everybody? Welcome in to Smart Football People. Every Thursday, we make it happen. Thursday night football. We are out here building lineups for Draftkings. We got our that's opposite right there. There we go, Draftkings.
Bam.
And we are excited for.
I don't want to lie to the people watching this show.
I mean, no. I'm excited to be here. I'm excited to be doing this with you.
Yes.
What I'm not excited about is Commies v Bears.
Oh my god.
Obviously,
I
last
just spent
weekend.
the last 10
Yeah.
minutes with Anthony just complaining about like, do we have to like watch football? Can we just not want to watch?
Can we just
all,
can we just bet it? Is that what you're saying? Can we just gamble on it or
Can
play
we
fantasy
all
around it?
collectively, as fans of football, not watch tonight's game and
In
send a
protest.
message?
In protest, yes,
Very a la Le Batard.
yes. Protest the game by not watching it.
Nah, I'm just kidding. I love football. I'm gonna watch it.
How much has, to be honest, before we get, so we're here to build lineups for DraftKings. We're going to build a 30K Pylon, single entry, Showdown, slate lineup. But before we do that, are you seriously going to watch the entire thing? Like, how much of it are you going to watch?
I'm probably gonna watch all of it. Yeah, just because I'm home alone today, which is
Oh, the Home Alone kid.
the Home Alone
The
kid.
Home Alone kid.
Wah, 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 wah. I'm gonna have it on this screen right here, and then I'm gonna be like doing other things on this screen. So
Hey, yo.
I love that second screen right here where I just have the game riding in the background. Super clutch. That's all I got.
How much? Okay. All right. I was
How
going to
much-
say, no,
Nope.
never mind. Nah, doesn't even
Nope.
matter. Okay.
Nope.
Let's cycle through. Let's cycle through some of the news here of the day. We talked about on the show earlier today. The Dan Levitard show, that is. Anywhere you find podcasts. Obviously, if you're here, you are a subscriber to the channel. If not, please subscribe, rate, review, consume the podcast wherever you can. But the news of the day, obviously, with everything that's happening with the Washington football team / commander / commies, Daniel Snyder has dirt on everybody in the NFL, weirdly, because he sends out investigators to go through people's trash and find receipts of strip clubs. Like, I don't know what he has. What do you think when you're a billionaire, and you hire a private investigator, what do you think like they're getting dirt on? Like how elite of a private investigator are you getting? Are you getting like an ex like Navy SEAL FBI
yes.
guy? Like
Yeah,
are you
yes.
getting somebody who is like a
Yeah,
ex-Russian
you're getting
spy?
former.
Like, what do you get?
I don't know about that part.
Well, you know what I
especially in this
mean.
climate. No, I know. I'm just.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if that's the way.
Somebody that
the
has
Russians wanna
defected
roll.
from Ruffa. No, they
Rafa. Got him.
Okay, hold on.
Okay.
Everybody slow down. Michael
right.
Fuentes in the chat, you absolutely slow down. But the point is, before we get to Russia and before we get to the KGB and all that stuff, Lewis has a problem. Okay?
Always.
Lewis
Literally
has
always.
Lewis has an issue where he likes to say he
That's the Billy
says
Corbin.
words he says words sometimes that come out weird. So Ruffa is just a
That's a
long
top 3
list.
one, though,
Yes, it's a
of work.
long
I call
list.
Frankie our security guard Frankie. I try to call Tony bro and buddy at the same time. Bruddy.
And Brady came out yesterday.
came out.
We were at the studio, and Lewis goes. We were talking to Hildy. Shout out to Hildy. And we were talking about something related to Bob, our engineer. Bob, who with the miner's helmet, who makes sure everything's afloat. And for some reason, Lewis turned
Well.
into like a Frenchman and was like, "Where's Boob? Where's Boob?
Bub. I went bub.
Where's Bub?"
Bib.
I was like,
Bib.
what?
And I was like, bib. Dude, like I don't know what just happened to me there.
You had
but
a problem. You have a problem. And then
Listen, I don't
obviously
know why I do
Ruffa is the latest in a long line of things to
Paying
works to mess up.
homage.
Yes. So So you guys get all that backstory. Now the front story, right? What do you expect Daniel Snyder, billionaire, to be getting as far as dirt on other owners? Like how deep
It
do you
has
think
to
this
be.
goes?
It has to be like Jeffrey Epstein level stuff. It has to be crazy.
You think
yes,
it's that?
bro. The amount of money these people have, like it's unfathomable, bro. Oh, a million millions.
A million
Dude,
millions.
It's really a lot of money. It's obviously not a million millions, but it's. I mean, listen. Robert Kraft and those, whatever he got in trouble with back in the day, like
Massage
I
parlor.
think that
Let's call it massage parlor.
that surface level of like darkness of like what some of these guys probably are into and all sorts of weird stuff. That or I mean, what else could it be? Like, oh, this guy said. You're really gonna be surprised that Jerry Jones has said the N-word at some point in his life? Like, really? Like Jerry? Like he probably has. He probably has.
No, I don't know anything. I haven't talked to anybody. I have no idea what's going on. I have no sources whatsoever. I've never talked to anybody about this.
That's a reckless allegation, and I'm sorry about it. But like,
reckless.
would you be shocked if you found out today that Jerry Jones, at some time in his life, as the owner of the Cowboys, probably said some things that shouldn't have been said? That he didn't maybe use his power in a way that maybe.
Don't even call out Jerry. Let's just say unnamed billionaire owner X.
Fine.
That person has done things that are probably not kosher at the moment, or ever probably.
It's probably not like a football related like illegal activity.
Yes.
Yeah, illegalities. I don't even know.
It's just like regular illegality.
I think it's like, oh no,
like
these are
moral
crimes
and ethical.
Like crimes. Like you could get charged with crimes for this. If you get caught, you know. Guys, like, not to be a tinfoil hat, but like Jeffrey Epstein was like the hub of like all power at a certain point in time. They caught him, and everything happened. Like no one's immune. Like you told me yesterday, yo, when it's your time, bro. And like
that was talking about somebody getting killed. That's a different story.
I know. Well,
that was a whole other story.
Is it a different story with Jeffrey Epstein?
Well,
that's
another story for another day. We're here to build lineups, baby. That's what we're here to do. Anyways, so the story started with that today on the show, right? Obviously, the commies are dealing with a lot. Can we say that? They're dealing with a lot.
Always.
Earlier in the week, we thought it was just going to be this. We thought earlier in the week, okay, we got the soundbite we wanted. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. Ron Rivera said, "What's wrong with your team?" The question's asked, "What's wrong with your team?" He says, "Quarterback." And everybody's like, ooh, not good. You cannot throw your guy under the bus. But as, rumors and speculation has been swirling, looks to be that Dan Snyder was the one that wanted to pull the trigger and trade for Carson Wentz. Ron Rivera wasn't really on board with that. So there might be some kind of sticky situations where Dan Snyder, who's also not supposed to be part of the team, right, is calling plays from...
Why is that?
Wherever he's at. Why is
he not supposed to be part of the team? Like, what does that
mean? Because he was basically suspended from operating the team because of the cheerleader scandal that sunk Bruce Allen, John Gruden down the line, all these huge ramifications of people in the NFL. So, with that being the case, we thought that the quarterback comment was going to be a big distraction, which it is. And then this comes out, bombshell story by Don Van Outa, Tisha Thompson, and Seth Wickersham of ESPN. They come out and say, okay, he's got dirt on all these people. He's going to implode the entire NFL. And I thought David Sampson said something that was really interesting earlier today on the local hour. And if you haven't heard that, go listen to it. There's a point where David Sampson says the person that says a lot of shit usually doesn't have a lot of shit. Right? And I think there's something there, because if you were a surgical drone strike kind of individual, you don't have to say that you have shit. You know you have shit, right? When you kind of say you have shit, it just makes it seem like you're bluffing. Like we're all at a poker table. You're like, brother, look at my hand. Like I am good. Like you better fold right now because I've got two ace. Whatever. Like the fact is that, would you be surprised if he had nothing?
The thing is, like, he's backed into a corner. Like, it's publicly known that the other owners don't like him. He's on the verge of losing his team. Like, it sets the ground for either he does have something, or you're right, he has absolutely nothing. Why is it taking him this long to kind of like reveal everything? Like, what happened recently that he's like, oh, now I'm gonna just out of nowhere just do this, unless
He's been building
he
a
has
dossier
something.
for a long time, right?
Okay, yeah, I mean, I don't know if that's, not to doubt what you just said, but I don't know if that's true. Like, maybe he has, maybe he hasn't, maybe he, bro, you never know. Someone has a glass of scotch with someone, and they that person, I listen to this person, he tells me something, man, you change my perspective, and you know what? Yeah, and you rile that person up. You don't know what happens in these. So, do I think he's bluffing? I don't think he has. I mean, I don't know. I really have no idea. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if he had a lot of things on a lot of people. And I
Sure.
also wouldn't be surprised if this is just a tactic to, like, for other owners to be like, it's true. Like, when someone gets in trouble, or like when that starts to happen, you start to like take into account your stuff, and you're like, oh my god, you know what I mean? Like, maybe
you
now
start
they're
counting the skeletons in your closet because
Exactly.
nobody knows how many skeletons you have except yourself, right?
Correct.
And it's like it's like when you were living at home and your mom says we need to talk, and you're thinking of all the shit that you've done, and you're like, ooh, what did she just find out?
Which one? Which
What it
one?
like? I don't know. Does she know about this little one over here, or does she know about this huge one back
Yeah,
there?
correct.
So
correct.
I feel like
And
that's
usually
where they're
it's
kind
nothing.
of figuring it out.
Usually it's nothing, but again, like, here I am on a Thursday night talking about Daniel Snyder again, and it's like, yeah, bro, that's it. Just please go away. I get it. Sell the team. He could sell it. Excuse me.
He doesn't want to, though. That's the whole point. He doesn't want to sell the team.
I get it. I get it.
He doesn't
It's-
want to sell
I
the team.
mean,
Like when you're rich in power and have this plaything, like you don't want to sell it. But that goes back to the conversation that we were having today on the show. It's like, well, is maybe unethically, is Jeff Bezos using a journalistic arm that he owns to try and push Daniel Snyder out of town so that he
that
can
was
buy
a
the
great
commies?
point. That was a great.
I
great
mean,
point.
if we want to talk real, like I feel like why is that out of the realm of possibilities? If Daniel Snyder is gathering all of the dirt he can on every NFL owner, you don't think they're playing dirty? Like, you don't think Jeff Bezos got to where he did by not playing a little dirty?
No, I thought it was a brilliant point that you mentioned it today on the show. It's like, why wouldn't Jeff Bezos be doing that?
Right.
You know what I
Right.
mean? Unless he just doesn't like football. But if he's struggling
He was
to get in,
he was with Goodell. He was with Goodell the first Thursday night football game, Chiefs and Chargers. He was there. Remember he grabbed the guy's hand in that like weird fashion. Did you see that picture or no?
Can you
find it? Can you find
handshake.
it? Yes.
I'll find it now. I'll tell you why I call it.
Find
Brazilian
it and put it
handshake.
here so we can show everybody.
When I used to work at Apple in Dayland Mall, there was a lot of Brazilian tourists. So you pick up, Portuguese a little bit, like you try to communicate because it's not really Spanish. It doesn't sound. It's a good point.
Look at this guy. Look at this.
Get in on the
Look at this
Broncos,
guy.
man.
Talk about Bezos. What about Bozo? Mike Fuentes. Heard of that
Shout
one
out to the video
before?
department. Let me finish my story before I get in trouble as to why I call it Brazilian. When I would say, hey, welcome to the Apple Store. You go to like shake the guy's hand or whatever. Like they would always
And they
grab me
grab
like
three fingers?
Oh, and I was like, every time it happens to me every time, or like they don't like. It's like, come on, dude. Like let me give you my hand. Let me show you that I could give you a handshake. You're not even giving me a chance here. The Jeff Bezos.
Yeah, find the Jeff Bezos. Like
Handshake.
he's standing. So people that haven't seen it, we're gonna try and pull it up here.
Oh yeah, I
But
have it.
He's basically standing on the field, and then people are reaching over
So
to
weird.
try and
I just
hit,
saw it.
like
It's
give him a high five or something, and he's like grabbing somebody's
He's grabbing his
hand.
wrist. He's grabbing someone's wrist. I'm uncomfortable. I actually don't want to show it. but I
No,
will.
please show it. Please show it. We need to
Give
show
me a
it.
second to snip it here on my browser. Save. Yeah,
It's so weird.
actually this is problematic for me.
Him and Zuckerberg are kind of weird, right? You can't
you
be that
can't be
smart.
rich.
But no, not rich. There's people
No,
that are
I mean,
rich. They
that are not
like
weird?
the richest. No. I'm saying there's people that are rich. They're like, so if rich people are here, they're like, I live in a 25-story building. They're on the 25th floor and still going up, and we're
You ready
here
for this?
down on the first floor. You have the picture? Oh, this is exciting.
Do you not see it?
Oh yeah. What is that?
He's so swole, dude. He
Bro,
looks like he looks like your mom's brother, not your mom's, but like if your mom had a brother that was like recently divorced,
and
but he's
Rich.
always been good looking and like man, we can't figure out why he's never had luck with like, women and like that's what that guy looks like. Not with women, but like whatever you
Bro,
like.
but look, hold on. I pull it up one more time. I'm sorry.
Hold on, there it is.
What is he going for here? Like let's all take a look. Everybody sit up. Everybody sit up here. Let's take a look. So my man in the Chiefs jersey,
My man.
my man in the Chiefs jersey is trying to give him a high five, right? Like he's trying to like dap him up, but Bezos is like almost doing like in like UFC or boxing or wrestling or whatever, when the person wins, where they put the hand up of the person that wins. It's almost like Bezos is trying to like
picture.
He's trying to like end racism by like
Yeah,
putting
like,
his
look.
hand up in the end zone.
Look. Something I don't know if you're gonna catch this because you might be far from your screen. Okay, so
No, I mean,
next to that fan, there's a face of a young lady popping through. Nothing, okay. Then there's a very excited fan as the third person. Then there's a kid who's confused. And when
He's
you look
pointing
at why
at something like on the floor or something, right?
no, I don't know if he's pointing at something or if he's just grabbing his shirt. But if you notice what is startling him, there's a leg busting through the crowd.
Oh my God, yes. With the yes, I see it with the highlighter green laces.
I'm hoping it's the guy to that kid's immediate left, or like
older
the next
guy with the white hair.
Yes, I'm picturing that leg belongs to that guy, and this guy's like, "Hey kid, get out of the way. I'm gonna take a picture with Jeff Bezos." Jeffrey Bezos. But yeah, dude. All right, let's. I don't want to see that anymore. I'm uncomfortable.
I need to get a little closer. Dude, I think it is. The old white guy. It's the old guy with the white hair.
I love that so much.
It's the old guy with the white hair who's got his leg above the rail.
It looks like he's gonna he's just gonna just jump off. Because if he gets the other leg there, he has so much like momentum that he could just launch. I don't know what he's going for there, but a little look at me like
Jeffrey Bezos. Born in 1960. Bezos.
All right, bro. Look,
all right,
guys,
we're here for a reason.
listen.
Yeah,
we're trying to avoid having to talk about the Bears and the commies. Okay, but we have to.
We were gonna go through the entire time not having to talk about it, doing our own thing.
I felt bad. We're gonna get it. No, I don't want to see that anymore. The guys, I don't want to see it. Please change it. I'm uncomfortable. All right, what do you got, bro? Who's your captain today, dude?
Oh, that's right.
Captain today, bro.
Right. All right. So I wrote somebody in the chat. I want to see if I can find it.
Bro, imagine paying $16,000 for David Montgomery. Jesus, tap dancing Christ.
Could never be me. Let's see. There's a guy I saw here in the. Oh, it's Jimmy Neutron. Jimmy Nerdtron, sorry. Last week when Tony said, I don't see it, when told to play both kickers. Hey, you know what? And I before we went live, I told Lewis the Millie Maker in Draftkings, the lineup that won the Millie Maker in Draftkings last Thursday night made me sick. I was sick to my stomach when I saw it. I had a game. Thankfully, I watched only a little bit, and then I had a basketball game. So I was like, I am the fuck out of here. So as I was coming home, obviously I had our lineup that we were playing. I also had, in a couple season-long leagues, I had Jerry Jeudy. I had Cortland Sutton in a couple. I had Naheem Hines, who got hurt on the second play of the game, which was tough.
It is tough.
So with all of that, I was like, oh, this game is horrible. The game ended up being horrible. My game finished at like 10:30. I'm driving home, and I'm like, oof. This game's it had to have picked up, right? It can't be 9-6 again, right?
It can't be 9-6 again.
And then I saw they were in overtime at 9-9, and I was like, oh, my God, this is the game from hell. This is literally playing on the screens in hell. If you go to Hell's Sports Bar, the entire time it's on a loop. It's Colts versus Broncos. Kick field goal fest. People flying left and hurt. God
What?
damn. People are flying off the screen left and right, all hurt. Like I am on one. My bad. So as I was getting home, the point. Okay, hold on. The point is, Rick Barry. Shout out to everybody in the chat that gets that one. I saw the winning lineup, and it was Alec Pierce, who went 8 for 81 as the captain. It was both defenses. It was both kickers, and it was Mike Boone. And when I saw that guy won $1 million, he ended up winning, by the way, like $1.3 million because he input that lineup in a bunch of different things. He had a massive optimizer at the point. The point is that he won $1.3 million with the most suspect fucking lineup ever. And he won. Shout out to that guy, whoever that guy is.
Clearly he's
a millionaire, and I'm an absolute ass clown. Obviously.
An absolute asshole. Yeah.
With all that said, if we're gonna jump into the lineup here, a lot of people saying we need to get defenses in the lineup. I agree. We do.
The thing is that both those defenses are bad. They're bad defenses. The Bears are the fourth worst defense rated by PFF, and the Commanders are the 10th worst. Like it's bad defense.
Both defenses are bad, but I don't trust the Bears offense. The Bears offense has been, I don't want to say abysmal strong. They have
it's abysmal. It's abysmal.
I think they have one of the lowest pass rate over expectation in neutral game scripts.
Explain to the people what that means, smart football person.
Okay, so pass rate over expectations, if you're in a neutral game script, right, you're not losing, you're not winning. What plays are you calling in that game script, right? And the expectation, there's a certain bar that teams have, right? 50-50, you're running the ball 50% of the time, you're throwing the ball 50% of the time. That's kind of like the baseline. If the expectation is 50% and you are... It's hard to explain with numbers and stuff because we can't see it. I have a whiteboard over here, but I'm also not that good at math, so I'm not going to bring it over and start writing stuff on it. The point is that it measures... No, you're good. It measures the amount of time that you, in a neutral game script, pass over run, right? Like that's essentially what pass rate over expectation means. So the Bears throw the ball like 17 times a game. Justin Fields has no time. Their offensive line is not that good. They just got David Montgomery back. Like Khalil Herbert's been okay. He's been actually some sort of a bright spot there. But their skill guys on the outside, like I like Darnell Mooney. I thought he was a really good player last year, kind of broke out last year. And they've just regressed to, okay, we're going to try and hide our deficiencies with Justin Fields. Like, how do we do that? Let's just run the ball a shit ton. When we're talking about a single game showdown like we are today, and not obviously a classic just positional lineup, you have to kind of tell yourself a narrative like we tell ourselves every week. Washington, Chicago. I feel like we were fooled last week by Colts, Broncos. I feel like we know what we're getting this week. The total in the game is like 38 or 37.5. I think it's even going worse. And I've got a feeling. Okay. And if you were listening to, I think it was on the post-game show, we did our Thursday Thunder. I've got a feeling, a hot tip, okay, saying Brian Robinson, anytime touchdown, is an absolute lock. Stone cold. You can thank me later. It is an absolute lock at plus 240. That's what we had last on DraftKings. Plus 240, Brian Robinson, anytime touchdown. When you get shot days before the season starts, and you not only recover, not only make it to game shape, not only make it back on the active roster,
correct,
not only practice, not only play in a game, but walk out to Many Men by 50 Cent?
That's so hard, dude. It was so hard.
I mean, what?
Yeah, it was pretty hard.
Many men wish death upon me. Bro, when you walk out of that into the smoke, into an absolutely empty FedEx field, It was electric. I had goosebumps. I've seen it 1,000 times. I love it. Hot tip. Anytime touchdown, Brian Robinson.
So
He's
we're gonna
also
plug him in?
going
Let's
to
plug him in.
be our captain because we ride with the real ones, okay? Nobody realer than B-Rob right now. Ever.
That's true.
Brian Robinson's our captain at a nice little low-key salary of 9.9. I love
Let's talk
it.
kickers. Let's talk kickers a little bit, which is stupid, but let's talk kickers. Right?
My bad, fat punk bastard. Didn't mean to spoil it.
Don't boil it.
He said, don't spoil the post-game show. I still have 20 minutes left of hour 2. Up. Hold on. Fat punk bastard. There we go. Don't spoil the post-game show. I still have 20 minutes of hour 2 and PG. No community finishing show on YouTube at home. My bad. Just know, I gave you a hot tip. I'll let you get the other 2 legs of the parlay with Witty and us back in the actual post-game show. But just so you can get it in now, just before the things shift on Draftkings, lock in Brian Robinson anytime. Tutty. Okay, so Brian Robinson is our captain. Now is when things get hard because I told myself a narrative about Brian Robinson, but now.
Well, that's the way. I mean, that's the way you were. It's a good way to build it out. I like Curtis Samuel.
You like Curtis Samuel?
Yeah, over McLaurin. I know it's a little bit of a
how about this? I don't like chasing fantasy points, right? Chasing fantasy points is not a good strategy for fantasy football. Just because somebody did it last week doesn't mean they're going to do it this week, right? It's about opportunity and targets. That's kind of what breeds fantasy football points and matchups for the most part.
So you say
what if can I interest you in a $5,000 flyer on Diami Brown?
Yes, you can.
Caught 2 touchdowns, I think, last week, a long 75-yard touchdown. Was it 2 touchdowns or 1? I don't remember.
I think it might have been 2. I think it was 2, but on few targets, so it was tough.
No, he only got. I think he only got like 3 or 4 targets. One was a 75-yard touchdown, and another one was another touchdown. Right? Whatever. You can look that up. I don't want to try and chase those points, but Carson Wentz, decent deep ball thrower for his many shortcomings. He throws a decent deep ball.
I think he's gonna put up points this week, just because since Soldier Field it's not raining. I feel like you throw in a quarterback there, but I don't see.
We're gonna get there.
It's just hard. It's hard to like get Diami. It's pronounced Diami.
Michael Johnson. My problem is that I'm Cuban, so Diami is probably like a Cuban name somewhere.
It is a Cuban name.
It 100% is a Cuban name. So maybe Diami Brown is part Cuban. I don't know. Maybe. Anyways, can I interest you in Diami Brown?
Diami, like Miami. Bobby. Miami. Diami.
I'm going to make him honorary Cuban. Diami Brown, shout out to you.
I'll allow it.
Diami. I want to see if we can chase a long touchdown, little dart throw. And I don't really I'm looking up and down these rosters here for the showdown. Look at some of the guys that are here, okay? John Bates. Who?
He blocks like a monster, though.
Velus Jones Jr. Logan Thomas is out. Dante Pettis. I forgot that he was even on.
I forgot that he was a football player.
Cam Sims runs as their 4th wide receiver on the commies. Ryan Griffin.
Don't even do this. I'm getting upset. Don't even do this.
Look at the
Pringle.
That are
Pringle is here.
Yes, former Chief Byron Pringle, who's on IR. They actually activated N'Keal Harry off IR. But look at these people.
Damn, a sneaky play for 2 hundo?
Who? N'Keal Harry? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Travis Wesco, I think his name is. Is that what his name is? No,
I hope so, brother.
Is it? Trevor Wesco? Trevon Wesco? I don't know. I can't see it from here. The point is, half of these guys nobody's ever heard of. I'm not even sure that they're real people. Okay? So we have a very thin roster of people to choose from.
We have an absolutely unmotivating.
It is. I want to
choose from.
I want to throw David Montgomery in there because I think they're gonna. I'm predicting a running first game, and then maybe a little play action pass where Diami Brown. I'm sorry, I'm gonna screw that one up every time. Where Brown's gonna catch a nice little 60-yard tutty off a play action.
Yeah.
Like that's what I'm telling myself. So I'm gonna lock in David Montgomery. I'm also gonna lock in Justin Fields here. Okay.
That fail.
No, it's a horrible. I mean, it's bad.
That fail means it's ugly, guys.
It's ugly, yeah. We can
It's
mix
ugly.
in.
Damn,
If
how
we
about
think-
a little Jay McKissick, dog?
Well, here's the thing: we're hustling backwards.
Yeah,
if
we're hustling backwards with Bryant.
if we pick up J.D. McKissick, because that means that the Bears are up, right? Because he's their third down passing back, and if the Bears are up, that means Brian Robinson is out of the game a lot because they take him out on third downs, or they would take either him or Antonio Gibson out on third downs. Damn, I didn't know Nathan Peterman was in Chicago either. So is Trevor Siemian. I'm tempted to do this right here.
I was about to tell you that. That's what I was trying to say earlier. Carlos Santos. He has 7 field goals the entire season. He's literally one of the worst rated field goal kickers. Field goal kickers. As opposed to what, Lewis? You idiot. But I will say this. He missed an entire game, and that's probably hampering his numbers. But the last 2 games that he did play, he kind of balled out. And I think they're going to move the ball against Washington. I think both teams are going to move the ball. I just don't think both teams are going to score. Like, bro, it's like you have so much money left over that it's like, bro, keep.
I know, but like, what do we do, man? We can't just ball out and spend money here because it doesn't.
So we have the narrative that Robinson Jr. is.
Darnell Mooney. Really
No,
quick,
please.
Darnell Mooney hasn't topped over 14 DK points the entire season. I don't think any Bears pass catcher has. So I'm not going to put any Bears pass catcher in my lineup.
I don't think that. Yeah, I think literally you stay with Montgomery, stay with their kicker, avoid the pass offense on the Bears. Like, this is obvious. Like, and then with the last 10K, you like get a nice little luxury pick or a sneaky pick that you have. Again, I know that we're.
There is no sneaky pick.
I know, dude. That's okay. So that's why I'm thinking. You think? I mean, again, I like Curtis Samuel. I think Curtis Samuel gets like 12 targets today against this defense.
Okay, so we like Curtis Samuel. So we'll do.
But then I get that. But watch this: Curtis Samuel and play Carson Wentz.
Okay, how about we lose Diami Brown?
Even though playing Carson Wentz is like, and I said that so like, yeah, dude, come on, obviously. It's like, no, that's scary to play Carson Wentz.
We're not going to have enough to play Wentz and Samuel.
If you have Fields there, no.
Okay, we got 7,300 to choose from if we add Curtis Samuel. So we got 3 Washington players, 2 Chicago players.
We have their kicker and no, we took out Santos.
We have Washington. We have Joey Sly, Washington's kicker. This is where it gets tight, man. Should we?
Yeah, I like Cairo over Joey because then.
Hold on, but I'm doing a little math here. Why don't we go a little bit contrarian and rip a double defense? We rip double defense, okay? Justin Fields, because we hope he's going to get a lot of running opportunities, right? Rushing opportunities has been I think his over-under on rushing is like 45. N'Keal Harry's inactive, by the way.
Inactive?
Yeah, inactive.
There goes.
Even though they activated him, he's inactive. All right. This is what we're looking at, right? We still have basically $4,000 of remaining salary. Our captain's Brian Robinson. He is scoring a touchdown tonight, without a doubt, right?
It's crazy.
We're going a 3-3 split where we have 3 guys from each team. Brian Robinson Jr., our starter, our captain. Curtis Samuel absorbing intermediate targets from Carson Wentz. I don't feel like we have an enormous ceiling with Curtis Samuel, right? I think if I was ranking ceilings when it comes to fantasy points, I think that Curtis Samuel has the safest floor,
Correct.
but not the highest ceiling. Can we agree on that?
Yeah, I think Montgomery has a higher ceiling than he does.
McLaurin, you mean? Well, I'm talking about Washington pass catchers.
Oh, I thought you were talking about our lineup. Yeah.
No. I'm talking about Washington pass catchers. Curtis Samuel has the safest floor. I feel like McLaurin has the highest ceiling, and then De'Ami Brown has a absolutely bare bottom floor and like a decent ceiling. But I feel like Curtis Samuel, if we're playing this, has a decent floor and a decent ceiling, but not gonna, go completely crazy.
I like Tony's top 5 ceilings.
Top 5 ceilings. Number 5, my ceiling here at home.
It's a great ceiling. Number 4. Good ceiling. It's a good ceiling.
Number 4.
What did Michelangelo paint on?
Don't ruin my thing, dude.
That was my number 4.
That was gonna be my number 1, the Sistine Chapel.
The Sistine Chapel.
Fuck. Okay, whatever. We'll scratch Tony's top 5 ceilings.
Oh no, my number 1's a little different from yours. I got number 1 at Gabe Davis. His ceiling is so damn high. But that floor, brother.
Absolute Gabe Davis honk. Okay, David Montgomery's coming back. Even though Khalil Herbert balled out, I think they still want to get Montgomery involved. I'm betting on a Montgomery touchdown here for his first game back into kind of a major role with the offense, even though he was back last week. Justin Fields, I want him for his running ability. If he can throw a touchdown or two, great. I know he hasn't topped like 200 and 50 yards this year.
I don't think he's thrown more than 185 yards in a game.
No, he's gonna have to throw more. I think he threw 200 the other day.
I'll let you know right now. I don't like your double defense. I think you go Cairo and then you go Commanders defense. You got to get a kicker in there, and I think that the Bears are going to kick more field goals.
I want to stack my kicker, my defense together, right? Because then I'm playing against myself. You got me?
I feel like you're playing against yourself, playing 2 defenses.
No,
but
how?
But
how? Like the defenses, these 2 defenses are can live outside of themselves. Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Like if I've got Cairo Santos, kicker for the Bears, and I've got the Commies defense, every time Cairo Santos scores, I lose points. But if both teams struggle to score in a super under game, right? It's 38.5. All I need is 1 touchdown from Brian Robinson. I need 8 for 97 for Curtis Samuel. I need 60 and a touchdown for Montgomery. I need Justin Fields.
Optimistic.
It is optimistic, but I'm just saying.
8 for 90s. No, I think Curtis Samuel could do like 8 for, like on 12 targets or something crazy like that.
I'm just giving you ceiling plays, right? Justin Fields has 200 yards through the air. That seems like an absolute a lot. Let's say
it's a lot.
Let's say he has 185 yards. Let's say he has 65 yards rushing. He rushes for a touchdown. Like I can withstand those games. Let's say it turns out to be a 17-10 game. Right? And my touchdowns come from Montgomery, from Fields, from Brian Robinson. Like, we're looking good. I didn't say playing with yourself. I said playing against yourself. Sicko. Okay. Brian Robinson, Curtis Samuel, David Montgomery, Justin Fields, Bears D, Commies D.
Double D.
Double D'd up. Hey, yo.
Double D'd up.
We are updating the entry. We are off and running. That is our lineup for today.
That was painful.
Yeah, that's why.
Hey, you know what? Yeah. Chicago Bears, figure it out. Okay? Because you guys are a big city, dude. You guys are, there's like good heritage there. Like there's good football that came out of Chicago. Figure it out, bro. Or don't have that color uniform. Do something.
Was there good football to come out of Chicago?
I don't know. But the 80s, right?
They had.
Oh, look at this.
A good team in 85. The game's different though.
The game's different. It's the 80s. Yeah, but like Chicago, figure it out, dude. Like I feel bad for Jess. Like she's always like sad about football and like Pittsburgh.
That's her like 14 though.
I know. Well, Pittsburgh at least had a nice little. I mean, it's one of the most historic. What am I doing, right? Like, don't let me insult you guys like that. But like, figure it out, Chicago. Stop like. It's been this. It's been this. Actually, when they had Matt Forte, that was great offense. But even then, like,
Matt Forte and Jay Cutler was a great offense. Is that what you said?
For fantasy purposes, yes. Matt Forte, when he was playing, bro, like
He
I was
was a
getting
baller. He
1,000
was a
rushing
baller.
yards and 1,000 receiving yards.
He never got 1,000. He never was 1,000.
Let me see. That's Matt Forte.
Yeah,
Love
his
Matt
best
Forte.
year. His best year was like 1,300. His best year was like 1,300 rushing yards, double-digit touchdowns, and
I
like
was close.
600 and like 600.
800. It was 1,000
Okay.
rushing with 800, but on guess how many targets? 130 with 102 receptions. He was a whiteout.
That was a good ass year.
He was Jarvis Landry because he only had 4 touchdowns. That one year, Jarvis Landry had like 200 targets. Whatever. But the year before that, bro, he ran for a buck. No, not a buck. 1.3K. And yeah, I mean, dude, on 95 targets.
Yards, 1,300 yards. Yeah. Is that his highest in his career?
That was his highest rushing.
Did he ever get double-digit touchdowns or no?
No, but he got 9. Let's see, 8, 4, 6, 3, 5, 9, 6, 4, 7. No, I mean.
But those 9 years, he had receiving touchdowns too. That's what I'm saying, like double-digit touchdowns combined.
Combined, yeah. Let's take a look.
Yeah,
yeah,
combined.
He had. Yeah, every year he almost had it combined.
Yeah.
Just about. He was good, dude. Matt Forte was great. Crazy. Anyways, all right, guys.
Okay, so
I don't want to keep talking about the Bears.
for real. To recap, we had some fun.
Someone asked in the chat, do we get points for returns, and is Devin Hester playing? No. Devin Hester retired about
not playing,
and
I think you do ago, technically. Right? Yeah, you technically do get points for returns because the defense, the defensive special teams gets points for returns. I don't know.
Definitely not a decade ago. It was 4 years ago that he retired.
Really? It was only 4 years ago?
Yeah.
He retired in 2018?
According to Wikipedia.
Damn.
Seems like it was a long time ago, right? That doesn't feel right. Let me look that up again. Devin Hester retirement.
You owe $5 if you read the internet.
No, I did not read it wrong. April 23rd, 2018. Guess who retired with him? The same day, same year.
Matt Forte.
Matt Forte.
Wow.
All right.
A match made in heaven. Yeah, well, guys, enjoyed the game. It'll be coming to you in about an hour and some change. Me and Lou have to go do some other things. Mysteriously, it'll be appearing on YouTube very soon with a very important person. So that'll be exciting. Lou, should I tell them? Yeah. Should I tell them? There's declining numbers. People are going to start leaving. Should I tell them about next weekend, where I'm going to be next weekend?
Yeah, do that.
Yeah? Okay. Since you guys are our loyal fans and listeners, I'm going to tell you guys a little secret that'll be coming out. You'll hear it first. I mentioned it on Mystery Crates coming out tomorrow. Also, it'll be coming out on the main show whenever I get a chance to speak on the main show.
Don't do that. Stop.
No, I'm saying when I get a chance to speak on the main show, I'm going to say this. Next Saturday, October 22nd, me, your boy Tende Tony, and the illustrious Juju Gotti will be live in Atlanta, Georgia at Big Sky Bar doing a live MMA hangout at Big Sky for UFC 280. Very exciting.
Yeah.
So, if you are in the Atlanta, Georgia area, pull up. Buckhead, Big Sky. The boys will be out there. Lewis will be joining via internet.
Via
that. I mean, it's a chance to come hang out with me, to come hang out with Juju, watch the fights. It's in Abu Dhabi, 280s in Abu Dhabi, and it's gonna be an early fight. The first fight of the main card starts at 2:00. So, if you are in the Atlanta area, come through Big Sky in Buckhead. Get ready to drink. We're going to have some fun. We're going to watch college football. We're going to watch the UFC fights. We're going to be going live. It's going to be a really good time. So you guys are the U73, the only ones that know this until tomorrow when it gets said by me on Mr.
Again.
K. And then next week when it gets said again by me on the main show. So you guys get a little bit of a sneak peek. Next Saturday, 2 o'clock, Big Sky, Buckhead, Atlanta. Let's do it. Anything else to add, Lou?
Do you hear it?
Yeah, I know. I hear it. I was asking you, do you have anything else to add or you're done?
Of course not, dude. What do I have to say to people? Guys, keep watching our stuff on YouTube. I'm kidding. Watch our stuff on YouTube. Like, subscribe if you haven't subscribed. You know if I subscribed or not, Lewis, because there's a red button that says subscribe. Log in, make an account. Why not? Because it's attached to your Google. You most likely have Google. If you're not using Google, in AOL. Why are you using AOL? Why are you using Yahoo? Don't use that. Go to Google. They do all of this stuff better than most people. This is not a commercial.
This is not a Google. This is not a Google ad, by the way.
No. I'm just like, I use the computer every day, like most of you do. Subscribe to our channel, comment, and if you don't like something, say it. Am I gonna listen to it? Most likely, but I'm just kidding. Yeah, that's all I got. Tomorrow.
See you, Gary.
See you, Gary. Bucket of Death came out today, so that was all I had. But then we released it today instead of tomorrow. But what are we doing?
What do you want to do?
What do you want to do? All right, see you, Gabagools.
See you, Gary.